Hey everybody, welcome to Nene's Home and Garden. Today is exciting. We're going to be doing a video about setting up my new fountain in my new cut flower garden. I am very excited about this. I have been wanting a really pretty fountain for years because I just love the sound of flowing water. It's so peaceful, and water with the other elements outside in nature, it all works together. So what I did first was, of course, landscape the area in which I'm going to put my fountain. And I've placed three of the smaller trellises that I've had for years in that area. Guys, it is so important to, if something is just not usable at all, I can see you throwing it away when you're working your garden. But if it's something that you can reuse or change the next season, please don't throw it away. You may use something like a trellis for one position in your garden one year, and then decide, you know what, I don't want to use that anymore. Let me use it for this. And so that's why you really need to save things. And I think many times people think that every year I'm buying all of this. I certainly cannot afford to do that. I just reuse everything, and I'm going to show you after I landscape this area how I'm reusing these trellises. So right now I'm hammering down and you guys should be familiar with it by now if you've been watching my videos, the Vigoro no dig edging. And I'm putting that down right now and hammering the stakes into the ground. And I am going to have to cut this part here and then finish hammering it down. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm using a one of these, what do you call these knives again? Oh my gosh, it just went right out of my head. The X-Acto knives, which I just really don't like. I got to find another way to cut this edging. The only way I'm able to do it is I just put my weight down on it, and it eventually goes through. But I would like something else to be able to cut that the way I need to. If you guys can think of anything, please comment and let me know what I could use. So anyway, so I'm cutting that. I guess this would be the hardest part of actually using this no edge landscaping. And this is what they suggest that you use, the X-Acto knife, but I really don't like it. But anyway, so I put my weight on it, and then I bend it down, and then I finish it off and cut the excess of the edging off like I'm doing right now. All right, and then I'm going to stake down the last part of it to finish it. So basically what I'm doing is forming a semicircle in the area in which I'm going to be putting my fountain. And that's what I'm doing. So that's finished. So what I'm going to do now is finish landscaping the area that I've edged. Oh no, I'm not. Okay, so I'm actually starting the painting on my trellis. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Every year, spray paint is my best friend in my garden. I spray container pots. I spray my trellises if I want to. If I want to change the whole color scheme of what I'm doing in my garden. Just like in your house, paint is like the cheapest way to do it, to make something look totally different. Now, this spray paint that I found, this is gorgeous. It's a copper spray paint, and the finish is just absolutely beautiful. I prefer the Rust-Oleum spray paint. I love it. I've been using it for years. But this finish here with this copper is exceptional. This trellis that you're looking at, it started off black, last year was white, and now look at that copper finish. And it actually makes it look like copper. So it gives it a richer look. And I wanted to go with earth tones because of the fountain. You can see that fountain in the background there. And I just absolutely love it. So that's what I went with. That copper finish, just really, really, really beautiful. And so what I'm going to do is spray paint all 3 trellises. Eventually, in that area, I'm going to be putting vines on the trellises, black-eyed Susan vines, and that should be really pretty as well. And here is the fountain. This fountain that I got is from Wayfair. They have so many different fountains, and that is the color that it came in, and I'm just highlighting it with a little bit of that copper spray paint, just pulling it a little bit more. Wayfair has an extensive line of all kinds of fountains in all price points, so definitely check it out. As you've seen, I put one side of the rocks that I'm putting down. Now I am going to put the other side with the larger rocks as well. These are pond rocks, and I believe I got these from Home Depot. And so I love the look of rocks. I love it, love it, love it. You guys can tell if you saw that video that I did on the pebblestone walkway that I did leading up to my potting stand. So I mean, I just love the look of them. What I don't love is the heaviness of them. This one, usually my son helps me, but I only needed a few bags with this one, so I did this by myself. But I love the look of it. And with this particular landscaping project, I'm doing part rock and part mulch. Now, as you see, the rocks that I'm putting down here, they are smaller than the other rocks. So when designing anything, adding contrast and different textures, that's what draws the eye in. That's what makes it interesting. And when designing my garden, I love doing that. I love doing that. It just makes me excited. It makes me excited to look at, what I've created as well. And that's what I'm attempting to do in this design that you're watching. Here is the completed look. I'm very pleased with it. You see my 3 trellises, all painted copper, and the fountain, and the areas where the brown mulch is making those rocks really pop. And that's where I'm going to be planting some geraniums, possibly some petunias, and climbing black-eyed Susan vine. And here is the fountain at night. Simply beautiful. I love the lights. And look at the flow of that water. Just so peaceful and so beautiful. And you guys see the geraniums? I got like some really bright ones so you can see it at night. So I want to thank you guys for once again watching Nene's Home and Garden. And you guys have a great day.